Hi guys, I want to share with you how to make this rhinestone pillow. I got a request. I believe her name is Larissa Williams. I'm not quite sure on how to do this, so I just wanted to share it. Basically what it is a no soap pillow that I covered in rhinestone mesh, and I embellished it with the pearls and also the rhinestone button in the middle. And then at the top, or either you can make that the bottom, I put a feather type of brooch on it with a brooch in the middle of that. So I'm going to just take you step by step because I do not have a lot of mesh left. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to need for this project is you're going to need a piece of fabric. My suggestion is just to look around and see what type of fabric you have at your house, in your house. That way you don't have to go out and purchase any fabric. This right here is just an old dress that I cut. And what you're going to do is you're just going to cut your fabric. You're going to cut 2 pieces. And you're going to take a bead of hot glue and put it along the end, 2 of your ends, and you're going to leave one end open. So, and you're going to fold that over like that, and you're going to secure it down. Just make sure that the hot glue adheres. Once you do that, you're going to take some filling. You can open up an old pillow that you may have, and you're going to stuff your end with the filling. You're going to stuff it. Once it's stuffed, you're going to take another bead of hot glue, and you're going to put it along the one end that's open, and you're just going to secure that down. Once you do that, you will have a pillow. I'm going to show you on an old pillow that my son made, so I'm not going to glue on it because I want to keep it forever. And I'll show you what to do. Okay, so you're going to need your rhinestone mesh. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need anything that you want to use to embellish it, brooch, earrings, whatever that you may want to use. And you're going to need a hot glue gun. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your rhinestone mesh and you're going to lay it over your pillow. And what I did with mine is I lined my mesh along with my pillow, leaving about 3 rows of mesh on the end. So you're going to take a bead of hot glue. You're going to put it at the end of your pillow, and you're going to mash that down, and that'll make it be secure. Once you do that, you're going to wrap your rhinestone mesh around, line the other side up to the end, and you're going to put another bead of hot glue on this side, and you're going to mash that down. And once you do that, you will not see the pillow. Once I got done with that portion of it, I took a bead of hot glue and I ran it along this seam to close it off. Once you have done that, you will have still your end pieces open. You're going to wrap this just like you're almost wrapping a gift. You're going to pinch in that side, and you're going to pinch in the other side just like I just pinched in that, and you're going to wrap that under and glue it, and you're going to wrap that over and glue it, and that will seal it off. Once you're done with that, you're going to do the same thing to the other side, and I'm going to show you how it looks on my pillow. So you can see my ends that are sealed just like you're wrapping a gift. And it's done on the opposite side also. Okay, so once you do your one side, you're going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side. What I did with the center of mine, I took a button and I hand sewed the button in the middle. That way it gave this kind of, I don't know what, that bulging thing that go down in the middle of the pillow. Okay guys, I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please ask, but I hope I explained it pretty good. And again, like I said, you'll have a no-sew pillow that is very unique and different. Thanks for watching. Bye.